The appellate court in New York wasn't the only court that gave Donald Trump special privileges this week. Also on Monday, in a little noticed move, Judge Scott McAfee, who of course is overseeing the Georgia RICO charges and trial against Donald Trump and the other co-defendants, but Judge McAfee decided that he was going to entertain Donald Trump's lawyer's request to dismiss the case on First Amendment grounds. In fact, McAfee on Monday set a hearing for Thursday the 28th, so tomorrow, we're going to have a hearing in Georgia where Donald Trump's lawyers are going to be allowed to go into that courtroom and tell the judge that you should dismiss these charges because to charge Donald Trump would be a violation of his First Amendment rights. Now, the reason this pisses me off so much is because when Donald Trump's lawyers filed a motion making this claim, McAfee should have read through the entire claim and then said, denied. That's it. That's how this should have been handled. Instead, you're now going to call everybody into court. Everybody gets to make their legal arguments. Then you're going to sit back, maybe take an hour, maybe take a week. Who knows? To decide whether or not you're going to dismiss the charges against Donald Trump. You're going to further or risk further delaying this trial even more just to entertain Donald Trump's legal team's idiotic claims that prosecuting him is a violation of his free speech rights. Now, maybe you don't agree with me. Maybe you think, well, Farron, the judge is just being overly cautious, right? He doesn't want to be accused of any wrongdoing, so he's just trying to do the due diligence, and don't worry, he's going to throw it out. Now, I could see that argument being valid if you didn't know that this very same judge already rejected that argument from two of the co-defendants. Sidney Powell and Kenneth Chesbrough tried to make the same argument separately. And both times the judge basically said, no, that's stupid. Why would I do that? But now that it's Donald Trump, the judge is like, oh dear, okay, let me go get my robe out of the dry cleaners. We'll meet on Thursday and you can make that argument to me and I'll make sure that I look like This is ridiculous. This is a motion, this is an argument that should have been laughed out of court, just like it was with the other two. But no, Donald Trump always gets the special treatment. By the way, there is no First Amendment argument here. That is absolutely the dumbest legal argument I think I've ever heard. Because what Trump's lawyers are doing is they're trying to tell the judge, like, listen, you're prosecuting him because he said he wanted, to find the votes. He said that, oh man, I wish we had won Georgia. That's not the charges against him. The charges against him go beyond what he said. The charges against him are that he and his team, those other, 18 people indicted, formed a plan to actually do it. It's the difference between saying, as I've used this metaphor before, man, we should rob a bank, or saying, man, we should rob a bank, and here's how we're going to do it. I've got the layout. I got the blueprints of the bank. I got a guy on the inside. That's a plan. That's a conspiracy. And that's what happened in this case based on the available evidence. You don't need to waste everybody's time with a court hearing on that. You could have easily said denied and moved on. But as we are seeing far too often, because it's Donald Trump, he's always going to get special treatment.